There you go.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Kicking It Live with Bino and Nicky, episode 2.
Episode 2.
How was your Easter, man? Did you have a good day?
It was good. It was good. I went to my sister's for brunch. It was
Beautiful.
good. It was good. I had a good time.
Excellent. I got to see my mom and my sisters. I haven't seen we haven't all got together in a while, so it was nice to see everybody. All right, well, let's get right to it.
Yeah. Did you the Ugas and the Spence fight? They ended up the referee stopped it. The guy's eye looked like it was like, I think I want to say he outlanded him like 215 punches to 90.
They said on SportsCenter this morning, they said, I would be scared fighting this guy. He
Spence,
he was like, he doesn't knock people out. He just sends them to the hospital.
Oh yeah, he brutalized them. It was pretty bad.
Did you actually see the fight?
Yeah, I watched it.
You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Nice. Yeah, Saturday night I was tired. I crashed out. I didn't even watch it. Now what's going on with boxing? What's the next big fight coming up?
I think it might be Fury.
Oh yeah,
against Dylan White, another Brit. Dylan White.
Right. That's one I'd like to see. Maybe we'll do something for that game for that fight.
Yeah, that should be a good fight.
I've actually. Did you happen to catch Fury when he did the appearance in WWE?
No.
He was pretty good. He had like a one-on-one match with Braun Strowman. They do these events in Saudi Arabia. They pay some of the older veterans.
Yeah, there was a lot of backlash for that thing that they do in Saudi Arabia because the women. Because Saudi Arabia doesn't allow women to perform or something.
They actually let them. They had like their first,
but they weren't gonna. They weren't gonna.
Yeah,
they weren't gonna.
I
remember. Yeah, they weren't gonna let them.
And a lot of people don't like the Saudi Arabia events either because like Goldberg was getting something like $5 million a match. I mean, each event that they do over there, they get something like $100 million, and of course they say it's blood money because the Saudi prince is paying for it.
Oh
yeah. So it's like they have a huge big backlash thing with WWE doing those events, but they're actually usually pretty good events.
What they call them, like Crown Jewel or something?
Crown Jewel, yeah. And then they did one. It was like the biggest Royal Rumble.
I wonder what they give McMahon to do that. Yeah, I mean it's got to be big money.
Well, their deal was something crazy, like 6 years and like
it's an actual it's like a years.
Yeah, they do 2 events a year, and it was something like 6 or 7 years at like $1 billion or something like that. Like
that's insane.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Like Chris Jericho said, like it was back when he was doing his little thing with New Japan and stuff.
Yeah,
he wasn't under contract, so Vince called him and was like, "Hey, you're not under contract with anybody. You want to do an event?" And he did the biggest Royal Rumble, and he said that one-time payday was bigger than any check he had ever seen from WWE. He was like, "What is going on here?" It's just because they were paying so much.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Did you happen to see that thing that happened in South Carolina?
Oh, dude, it's unreal. And I'm reading it here, and I want to make sure I understood this right. Shoots 9 people.
9 people. 9 people were injured. Yeah. No, 14 total.
14 total.
9 people shot. Yeah. Like 4 people got ran over from the crowd, like trying to get out of the mall.
Panic attacks and
yeah.
But did I read it right? He's already out. He posted a $25,000 bail.
He got a $25,000 bail. He's on house arrest on the bracelet. And he can't go to the mall.
Oh, he can't go to the mall.
Yeah. I mean, they really stuck it to him. You think he can't go to the mall?
They really stuck it to him with that condition.
Oh, would you think he couldn't go to the mall?
Guy shouldn't be allowed to.
And to boot, they charged him with unlawful carrying a weapon.
Oh, I saw that. There's no attempted murder.
Well, no, the gun is registered to him. He legally owns the gun, but he doesn't have a license to concealed carry.
Probably doesn't have a
license. But at the end of the day, he still shot 9 people.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But that's the way it is. He gets out on a $25,000 bond. That was me or you. We wouldn't be out on a $25,000 bond.
Oh no, it'd be 100 days, but no bail, nothing.
No bail. No bail.
What was I just gonna say?
No bail.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, 9 people. Give me a break.
Well, no, 9 people were shot. 14 people total were injured because they got they got ran over when they're trying to run out of the mall.
Yeah,
but there's he can't go to the mall either. So figure if you shoot somebody in the mall, you can't go back, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, guys shouldn't be allowed anywhere there's people.
You shouldn't be allowed anywhere there's people. I know, right?
And then what about New York? I mean, that was just absolutely crazy. Guy just starts throwing smoke bombs and shooting. Like I don't understand people
in New York City.
Yeah.
What do you where?
Last week.
Oh, on the subway.
Yeah, on the subway.
Oh, on the subway.
Yeah, that was like I just don't understand that. Like it's not like
they didn't let him out though.
Oh no,
they didn't let him out.
I think
I guess he was like posting like crazy stuff. They said he called the cops on himself.
Yeah, I think he wanted to get caught. That's why he left the gun. He left his bag. Like he called on himself. Like I have a feeling this is going to be like a big, I did it for a cause kind of thing.
mental illness, obviously.
Yeah, and like
you obviously got something wrong with you. I mean,
yeah.
On my worst day, I don't get up and think about going and popping people.
Yeah, no, I guess he had. I'm not gonna like say everything that he's got on his YouTube because I just don't really think it's right. But if you go to the guy's YouTube, apparently like he has videos up there. The reason why he was gonna do that the day before he had posted a video basically letting people know he was gonna do it, and it's just ridiculous for the stupidest reasons.
Well,
well, maybe not be stupid.
You can't be too
you can't just go.
You gotta have some bad wiring if you're gonna go out and just start shooting people. Anyways, something's not operating right. Something's not operating upstairs too right. If you're going out and just starting to plug people,
Speaking of nothing right upstairs, something not right upstairs. How about Kyrie Irving?
Wow, did you hear the backlash he got in Boston?
Oh my
God, they were brutal, brother. They hate that guy. They were brutal.
Put in Justin Timberlake and cry me a river.
They were, and then LeBron posted out and called him Godry. About his talent, Godry. LeBron, you just shut up.
No matter where he goes, he'll play a season or two. They'll contend.
Well, he's a head case.
Yeah, they don't win. I want to get out of here.
He's one of those guys. He thinks the earth is flat. He's a head case.
And I saw a thing today, Stephen A. Smith. And if Kyrie Irving would have played the whole season, they'd be the 1 seed. Listen, let's not start making excuses for him like they're the 7 seed.
Okay, I'm not going to defend him in any way.
No.
But he didn't get the vaccination, obviously.
No, right.
And there's people that don't want to get the vaccination, and for whatever reasons that they don't want to.
Yeah.
But, when you play in New York and you're paid to play in New York, you're nothing but hurting your team.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't. I don't think he played any home games, right?
No, he didn't. He wasn't allowed to play any home games until like a week or two.
So now he can play in the playoffs.
He's playing in the playoffs. Yeah, the whole thing
play
in
New
York was
like
lifted. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they were talking about the Yankees and the Mets too, right?
Because
there's a few players from those teams that are not vaccinated either. So, but that's why they changed it, I think.
Yeah, there were a couple guys too.
How much more can you hurt the New York economy?
Yeah, I know, seriously.
But you know what I never got about that? Okay, so if you played for a New York team,
yeah,
you had to be vaccinated to play at home.
Yeah.
But the visiting team didn't have to be. The visiting team didn't have to be.
I never thought about that.
That's true. They didn't have to be vaccinated. So what sense does that make? So, you play for a New York team, you have to be vaccinated. But if I play for Boston and I come in and I'm not vaccinated, I can play.
That's true, because Kyrie got to go. He played on the road. He got to go into other.
But visiting players coming to New York could play even if they were not vaccinated.
Wow, talk about a slap in the face there, huh?
Well, it just doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It makes no sense at all.
It's you got to do it both ways. So if you're not vaccinated, you can't play in New York, no matter if you're a home team or a visiting.
Yeah,
team.
If you're home or visiting, yeah,
that would just make logical sense. But no,
yeah.
So the visiting players could play, but your home guys couldn't play. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I want to actually saw something else in the NBA playoffs today. Before we'll stay on the topic of basketball. They were talking on ESPN this morning, and they said, well, nobody has to worry about the Sixers anymore. They went out and proved a good point. Listen, they won 1 playoff game. They have Captain Choke on their team, Rich Harden. They have improved
James Harden.
That's right. Rich Harden.
Rich Harden's a pitcher.
Yeah, he was the overseas pitcher. James Harden.
They got Embiid. Embiid doesn't play back-to-back games, right? Because he's a feet problem.
Something like that.
I don't know if that's still back in the day.
I think he's ready to go for the playoffs, though.
But remember, he used to not play back-to-back games
or something. And I think that's why he was like the 6th man too. Like he used to cut down on his minutes.
Oh, he's a great player, but
he can't win the big game though. Like I saw them there.
I tell you, and I'm just going to say this: Boston looks like a complete team.
Oh, Boston looks
team. Their defense, they're a team. Great. If you look at their bench scoring, they're a team.
They did.
I mean, even though Tatum dropped 31, they had 4 guys with 20-plus points. Yeah, and then they had 7, a guy with like 5. So they're getting scoring throughout in the defense. Marcus Smart, say what you want. That guy's probably the best defensive player in the league.
Smart.
He like intimidates people with his defense. And he's all up in their face. I mean, he's a hell of a defensive player.
There was a couple of times yesterday the C's got they were down 4 or 5 in the fourth quarter.
I forgot they were on. I forgot they were on.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it at my sister's house, me and my brother and my brother-in-law. Yeah. And then I got home and I totally forgot they were on TV.
I got home.
So I didn't even watch it. Well, I told you I slept anyway.
I got home from my mother's house and I'm getting settled and I put the TV on and they're showing the replay of his buzzer beater. I was like, oh man. And then I saw him call it that it was good.
I saw that this morning. That was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that was it. It was.
I tell you, Tatum is stepping into. Now go back to that draft. Now the Celtics had the number 1 pick.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of guys.
And we traded it to Philadelphia. And they took that Markelle Fultz, who ended up being a bust. And then the Lakers at number 2 took Lonzo Ball, and Tatum went number 3. But Danny Ainge had said that even if he kept the number 1 pick, the pick would still have been Tatum.
What year was that?
That
was
I want to say 18, maybe.
Yeah, I want to take a look at that just for.
I think it was 218. But Danny had already said that no matter if he kept the pick or not, it would have been Tatum. Tatum is proven to be, legit top.
Oh, he's an absolute
top 5 guy.
He's a leader too.
Legit top 5 guy, no doubt.
2017.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. So let's see.
Wow, it seems like yesterday that draft happened.
It seems like
that's 5 years ago. Think about that.
It seems so like he's.
Think about how quick time goes.
And he's been to the conference finals quite a few times, a couple times.
God, I think they went 3 times under Brad Stevens. They went like 3 times. But you know what? Brad Stevens had to go anyways. I know he's the GM now, but his coaching style just wasn't. This guy they got now, he come from San Antonio. He was an assistant under Popovich, and you can tell it. You can see it.
Oh yeah,
they're playing a lot, the defense, the San Antonio style, and that can win. Celtics have a young, talented team. They could make some noise. I mean, I don't know if they'll win the championship because I think Phoenix is by far the toughest team.
Yeah, if you look at this draft pick here, the order from 2017.
Fultz, look at Fultz. He went number 1 overall. Number 1. He's never done anything.
Tatum is the best player that came out of the first round. I mean, look at everybody else in that first round. There's nobody better than Tatum right now. Fultz, I mean,
that actually number 29th pick actually plays for the Celtics now. The Spurs took him. Derek White.
Okay.
Yeah, we got him at the trade deadline.
Beautiful.
De'Aaron Fox is pretty good. The kid from Kentucky.
Yeah, Fox is pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
But yeah,
everyone else, Danny
Ainge definitely made the right call.
He did. I think Danny Ainge gets a kind of a rough draft because the big mistake was Gordon Hayward.
Oh yeah, that was huge.
Giving him all that money for a guy, and I looked at his stats, and if you look at his stats in Utah for the Jazz before we signed him, and he was averaging 21 a game, he was taking all the shots.
You know what?
He was taking all the shots.
Oh yeah, he shot a lot.
He took 34 shots per game average and scored 21 points. If you're any good, you should score 28, 29, 30 points. Taking 34 shots.
With that offseason, there were so many big name players out, and it seemed like the Celtics were missing out. Like he had to make a splash.
Yeah, plus 2, don't forget Gordon Hayward. Brad Stevens was his coach in college at Butler. So, that was the big Mormon connection between Danny, Brad Stevens, and Gordon Hayward. That was the Mormon. That was Mormon money. They threw him Mormon money. I think he was getting $32 million a year.
He got a max deal.
But and listen, and
that was one of those. If you play in this conference,
he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve $32 million a year, no doubt. But I tell you what, they did miss him, and you can't. But coming off the bench the next couple of years for Boston, he was averaging like 15 a game. But at $32 million, you can't pay somebody that to give you 15 points a game.
That was one of those deals. I'm pretty sure. I think Utah did a sign and trade. That way he could get the max. Yeah. They had to. And the Celtics were able to give him a max deal.
I mean, granted, he did shatter his ankle, and that's terrible.
That was the very first game.
That was his first game. That was terrible.
Who knows what would
But I still don't think he was worth that money regardless. He would have never lived up to that contract regardless.
Even with inflation nowadays, he's still not worth that.
He would have never lived up to that contract regardless. At all. He would have never.
He still plays, right?
I think he plays for the Hornets. Yeah. Jordan's paying him now. MJ.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Speaking of Mormons, Jimmer Fredette?
Oh, the kid that got hot in the playoff and in the tournament there.
That kid could shoot.
Actually, he went to he ended up going to China and made a ton of money. Just like Marbury. Marbury played until a couple of years ago. He made a ton of money in China.
He had that sneaker deal in China too. He was making a killing.
He made a ton of money over there.
Every once in a while, it pays off for these guys to go over.
I don't know if I want to live in China.
Have they let Brittany Griner out of jail in Russia yet? You know the WNBA star?
No, but what's funny is that she protested the anthem, and I bet you she should sing it now to get out of that Russian gulag. She'll sing it now.
Let's see.
But that's
yeah. She got off a plane.
I don't think he was ever worth that money though, Hayward, to get that kind of contract. You know what I mean? He was never worth that. But yeah, crazy.
Oh, they're holding her until at least May 19th. That's crazy. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, she got off. She plays in Russia during the WNBA offseason. She got caught with a little bit like this concentrate in a cartridge. Like, that's something we get at our dispensary around here for $10. And they haven't let her out. They've been holding her in prison since.
But you take that for granted that because in the United States it's legal. It's not there.
Oh, right. She'll be lucky.
You should know that before you go there.
Oh, yeah. Over some
you should probably know that before you go to Russia. Don't bring no weed with you.
You know,
I'm sure you could find it there.
She's also like has a life partner, and they frown upon that over there too. So she's just a huge
there's none of that over there. None of those rights over there.
I was reading something. I want to say it was North Korea. Possession of like anything other than marijuana can be punished by death by firing squad.
But people got to realize in these other countries, it's not the United States, and they don't have the same laws.
Some people complain,
and you can't. You can't claim ignorance.
No,
I didn't know.
Yeah, you definitely can't do that.
But they all try to, but you can't. No. Didn't in China? Didn't one of the Ball brothers get in trouble in China too?
Oh yeah, when he went to what college did he go to?
I don't think he went to college. Did he?
No, it was the youngest brother. He went to UCLA, right?
Did he go to UCLA too?
Yeah. Him and another player got caught like stealing something in the souvenir shop, and they locked
in China.
Yeah, they locked the whole team down, made them get
in China.
Stay in the hotel.
The last place I'm gonna go clip something is in China.
Oh, they'll cut your hand off.
I'm all set. China.
Yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't be in China.
Lucky for him, his father wasn't there because his father probably would have talked him into prison for 10 years.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot.
That guy is unreal. Oh my! I really feel like
big brawler, bro.
So the youngest brother is really good.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Who's he play for?
The Hornet. Don't him and Lonzo play for the same team now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure him and Lonzo play for. He was like the number 1 or number 2 pick.
Lonzo Ball. Didn't his father say he's gonna have to give him? They're gonna have to give him $1 billion extension or something before he even played a game.
Oh yeah, those Ball brother, that guy.
Do you want to hear something funny about the father? I bet you don't know this.
What?
He was a tight end for the Jets for like one season. Then he was on the practice squad.
No, I didn't know that.
He also said he could have took Jordan one-on-one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You didn't hear him say that? He said he could.
No, I didn't hear him.
Said he could. Google it. He could take Jordan. He could take Jordan one-on-one. The guy averaged like 1 point a game in college football. Basketball.
What was it? What's the father's
LeVar.
name? LeVar Ball. That's right.
He said he could take Jordan one-on-one.
Yeah, I remember. I have a feeling LeVar Ball, especially with the Lakers when everything that was going on with LeBron. LeVar Ball, he cost his son.
I don't think that Magic Johnson would have took Lonzo Ball with the 2nd overall pick.
I don't either.
He was pushed into that. UCLA kid, all the media attention. I think he was pushed into taking him. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of attention on it, and I think I remember them saying.
I knew he couldn't shoot coming out. He had that funny shot. It didn't even look right.
He was hyped up way too much coming out of college. Like there wasn't really, you know what it was? I want to say the year before he could come out, he had like a really good season. So the hype was big around him, and there wasn't really. Oh yeah, I can see it right here. I can beat Michael Jordan.
I told you.
Lose.
Look at his college stats.
Put football?
No, basketball.
Okay, LeVar Ball college stats.
Basketball stats.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's more than 1 point a game. I don't know. It's something ridiculous though to make a statement like that he could beat Jordan one-on-one. That's insane.
Here we go.
Okay, I want to see what he did.
Let's see. 2.2 points a game.
2 points a game, and you're going to beat Jordan one-on-one.
What a bozo. Yeah, I was.
You got to no. I'll tell you what though. You got to give him credit for one thing. The ridiculous things he says, people buy it. People want to see him. It's an attraction. People buy it. So
I still think he cost his kid a lot of money.
But what if Jordan called him on that? Okay.
Play it for 100 large.
What if Jordan called him on that?
Jordan would mop the floor with you.
Well, no. What would he do?
He'd show up to play and pull his hamstring or something.
You think that would happen?
Oh, yeah.
You think he'd hurt himself?
Yeah.
I can't play him, Mike.
He wouldn't want to make an idiot of. I mean, come on.
Oh, he makes
Jordan
an idiot.
What do you mean?
He makes an idiot out of himself anyways. Why wouldn't he want to make an idiot?
Oh no, he'd look like a total bozo playing on
He does anyway
with Jordan.
He does anyway. He does anyway.
And I remember those sneakers they released too. They're $400 a pair. Those were the most hideous, ridiculous looking pair of sneakers I've ever seen in my life.
You know what's funny that you brought up sneakers, and I want to say something about Stephon Marbury. Stephon Marbury is a good guy. For one thing, he tried to prove to kids in the inner city and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're buying a name by buying Jordans or buying this and that. So he had the Starbury sneakers made by the same people. Listen, made by the same people, made with the same quality of making things. And he charged $15 a pair just so kids could have them. And he was abused by like mainstream media about when he was trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Throughout his career, it does seem like he got beat up in the media quite a bit.
And I don't think he deserved it.
No, I watched a documentary about him. I think it's still on Netflix. And he did a lot for kids. Like he donates a lot of money too. Like
No, that's what I mean.
Basketball courts in his neighborhood.
Oh, that's what I mean. He made the sneakers made from the same things as like say a pair of Jordans or whatever. But just say what I name. But he was selling $15 a pair, so every kid, kids didn't get picked on. Basically,
they were like,
if you couldn't afford a good pair of sneakers, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
and that's why he did it, and because there's a lot of money obviously in Jordans or another brand, so of course they got to talk it down. Of course they got to talk it. Of course they got to talk it down. Of course they got to make it sound like oh these things are cheap, this and that. But the guy was just trying to do the right thing for like kids and stuff, and that come on, man, that's
so.
Wrong.
Those were even at $15 a pair, he was probably making $14.50 of profit per pair.
No, I think all the profits were getting donated to inner city like basketball programs.
So that's what I was saying, how he donates all that. And then the other thing I was going to say, those Marburys were like this generation's Patrick Ewings.
Yeah.
Remember you used to get the Ewings at Ames and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember everybody, those are Ewings.
I had the black and white Converse Larry Birds.
Oh, I had the Converse.
Then they had the Magic Birds too. They were gold and purple.
I do remember those, though. Even though
I had the black and white Converse Larry Birds. I thought I was the shit, bro. I thought I was the shit.
Dude, like my first
couldn't play ball to save my life.
It wasn't Jordans. My first like most expensive pair of sneakers when everybody was like, whoa, was the remember the Barclays that came out and they had like the 34 on the back and the air, it was like one of the first pairs with the air bubble all around.
You know what I had? I had the Bo Jacksons.
Oh, dude, those Bo Jacksons
the Nike awesome. Bo Jacksons.
They came out a couple of years ago. They got re-released, and you couldn't get them anywhere.
Those were tough.
Like, you couldn't get those anywhere on the re-release.
Remember the Deons? The Deons were nasty too.
Oh yeah, the prime time.
Yeah, prime time.
Remember the first pair of Swingmans, the Griffies?
Yeah,
those were really cool too.
I think it's tough for baseball players to market a sneaker though.
So
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was looking at a pair of Jordans. This was like 20 years ago.
Like that to be like Wayne Gretzky trying to market a pair of sneakers.
And that would be awkward.
You know what I mean? Really get the Gretzkys.
And I'm looking at these Jordans in Foot Locker, and I turn it around, and on the back, like the thing you hold to pull it on, it's got the number 2.
I don't know why I looked down, but
and I'm like, number? I'm like, did they forget the 3? Is it just put a 2 on it? And the kid was like, "Oh, those are this year's Derek Jeters. He had a sneaker contract with Jordan."
Under Jumpman. No, he made a lot of money. He made a lot of money on that. Yeah, he made a lot of money on that.
I didn't know that.
He made that was a pretty big contract.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big contract.
I remember looking back at it, and it was something almost his whole career.
I'll never forget. When Jordan's this probably in 1993 or 4 or something, and my friend had bought a pair of Jordans. And don't you know, a week later, the sole of the sneaker was separating from the fabric, the fabric
after
part.
After
a week. That's how cheap they were made.
That's no way.
And back then they were like, $89. Now they're like $300, right?
Yeah, I bought myself.
How much does a pair of Jordans go for?
It depends, but somewhere between $175 and $300.
Sneakers are crazy. Prices of sneakers.
You know what's even crazier is the secondhand market for sneakers.
Yo, it's a big thing. What's the guy from Pawn Stars there?
Chumley.
He's got the biggest Jordan collection of like anybody.
Yeah, he's got an unreal.
It's like the biggest Jordan collection ever or something.
Or it's like the most rare or something like.
Yeah, he's got like every rare pair of Jordans that ever been made. I mean, what makes them so rare though?
Well,
like they got the 1985 Jordans, like they still sell them now, but they're not the same.
No, like a pair from actual night. If you had an original pair of the ones
from 1984 or 5,
like so nowadays you would go bring those somewhere to get them like graded. Yeah. And like make sure they're original. You get your certificate of authenticity. Those 85. Oh, man, I could only imagine. You'd probably get $100,000 for a pair of those, really? Even if they were dilapidated.
You think so?
I could tell you the original 11s that I had in like 6
or 7 So let me ask you a question. If I had a pair of like 1992 Bino Mudans, you know what Mudans are?
The Mudans were rare.
You know what Mudans are?
No, what are they?
It's how you say underwear in Italian.
Oh, okay.
So if I had a pair of 1992 Bino's Mudans.
Certified? Okay.
What do you think they'd be worth?
At least $250,000. It is crazy though.
Because I think as a side gig on here, maybe I'll start selling my Mudans.
I know a lot of weirdos have fetishes for redheads. I thought about doing an OnlyFans because I get a lot of weird like fat housewives.
You could do it.
They love the red.
You could do it.
I probably could.
You could do it with that man bunny ears.
Oh yeah,
got the man bunny going.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the gun show.
They love it.
But OnlyFans, huh? You can do an OnlyFans?
Yeah, why maybe an OnlyFans or I could do one of those weird foot fetishes pages because I got
do you know
red hair on my toe knuckles.
Do you know? I saw a thing. I was reading the New York Post one day.
Yeah.
And this lady, a grandmother, like 70 years old.
Yeah.
She got arrested. She was selling her granddaughter's underwear online to people, to perverted guys.
What kind of weird shit is that?
The grandmother was taking her 15-year-old granddaughter, I don't know how old she was. She was a teenager though, and was selling the underwears on like some weird site or something. I was in the New York Post not too long ago, maybe like 6 months ago. I read it.
Things you read in the Post. Jesus.
Crazy though. I was like, who even thinks like that?
Yeah, you know what's
and who buys that?
COVID like leveled the playing field for a lot of like artists with their music videos.
Yeah.
COVID also opened the playing field for all these girls and these OnlyFans. They were just sitting at home.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
They couldn't leave. They had their dildos and all their lingerie, and they were like,
you know what I saw? You know what I saw the other day when I was driving?
What?
I was driving home, and you know the guys that hold the sign, the panhandlers?
Yeah.
The guy had the cardboard sign up. He had his Cash App name on it.
That's smart.
You could just Cash App him $1 or whatever.
That's pretty smart.
I couldn't believe. I said, "Wow!" He had a Cash App on his panhandling sign.
Oh, speaking of Cash Apps, guys,
I tell you what happened to me. The pregnant girl.
What happened to the pregnant girl?
A pregnant girl with a panhandle. I didn't tell you that story.
No.
So I'm driving, and it was a Sunday morning.
Okay.
And I pull up to the Rotary, and I see a pregnant girl holding a sign.
Okay.
But there's a pregnant girl holding a sign like for money.
Yeah.
So I felt terrible. Pregnant girl. I give her a $20 bill. So I pull away. It's in a Rotary. So I pull around a Rotary, and I see her. She starts running, and she pulls this thing out for like it was like
she had a fake belly.
A fake belly.
Get on.
And got me for $20.
Jesus.
She was acting like she was pregnant, panhandling, and it was a fake rubber thing.
Unreal.
I gave her $20. I felt so bad. So I told my friend that, and she said, "You know what she told me? That's why I buy him food. She won't give him money. She'll take him to buy food."
You know, my brother,
but I saw a pregnant woman holding a sign.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So my first instinct is that's
probably
terrible.
Right
that's awful.
Over the bridge and bought some dope too.
I don't know what she did with it, but obviously she wasn't pregnant, so she did something with it.
Areas going.
So I gave her $20, and I felt
that is unreal. I've never heard that.
So now I'm all set with panhandling. Now no one gets $1 from me no more. I drive right by and beat that.
That's crazy. You know, my brother, he was always.
Dude, it wasn't just stuff with anything. It was like a rubber.
She probably had like a whole thing. She
prosthetic
house with, yeah.
Oh, like a prosthetic.
It's probably like a professional, like a real one.
Yeah. No, she looked pregnant, brother. You couldn't.
That is absolutely insane.
That was not too long ago. Maybe I want to say a month ago.
So my brother, he's a fireman now, great guy.
Yeah.
He was always really religious. And when he got out of like high school, he first got his license. He used to go to McDonald's and he'd buy like 7 or 8 number ones.
Yeah.
And he'd drive around to like all the corners where the panhandlers were. And he said a lot of times they'd be really grateful. They'd sit right down and start eating. But every once in a while, I'd rather have some cash. Like they wouldn't even take.
No, you know, the only panhandlers I'm going to ever deal with again is the guys that actually are honest, that say, "Listen, I'm not going to lie. I want to buy a beer."
Yeah, so
they're going to get $1 from me because they're honest. They're honest panhandlers. They're honest panhandlers. They're going to get $1 out of me.
He's always wearing like a tie-dye shirt. He's got fatigues. He's like a hippie. He's got his dreads, and he's out there every once in a while. He's not out there every day. So that I really think like he's telling the truth. But he'll go out there. I'm not going to lie. I need weed money. I give him like $3-4 every time.
You're a weed guy. Yeah. You're a weed guy. Yeah. See me, I used to drink. So the guy says, "I'm not going to lie. I want to go get a beer."
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him $1.
Like when people walk up to me walking out of the gas station, like, "Hey, my car's over there. It ran out of gas."
There's one guy. There's one guy. He's been around for years.
Yeah.
He's always coming with a gas can. I just ran out of gas. This guy's been doing this. I'm not even kidding you, for probably 15 years. I see him all over the place. I just ran out of gas. For 15 years he's been doing it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Persistent. I'll tell you, he's persistent.
Yeah, that's like his wallet. He doesn't leave home without it.
I tell you, last year I bought a trampoline at the gas station.
I can't wait to hear where this is going.
No, so I pull up at the gas station.
Yeah.
Guy goes, "Hey, $20." It was like a 15-foot trampoline, with the.
Would you just pay like $400 for it?
He obviously didn't pay anything for it.
Oh, I thought you said
no, not me. The guy had it for sale for $20.
Okay.
Obviously, he didn't pay anything for it.
No, of course not. Did you buy it?
Of course, I bought it.
Oh, yeah, I would have too.
And then I sold it for $50. I probably could have got 100.
You probably could have, but why not? Quick, pick it up, drop it off, $30. Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Absolutely.
So I sold it for $50 and I made out. I probably could have sold it for more. Actually, I could have sold it for more because someone.
Trampolines are expensive.
What's that?
Trampolines are expensive.
What am I going to do with a trampoline?
No, yeah, that's true.
You're gonna see me bouncing around on a trampoline.
Do you use like eBay or anything when you resell stuff?
To sell things? No, I buy things off eBay.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, I buy things off eBay.
There was one point when
I haven't in a while, but I did buy things off eBay.
Yeah, I used to use eBay all the time.
It's good for car parts. If you need car parts,
yeah,
go on eBay because and they're brand new, like from direct, and you can save. I needed a flex pipe for my car.
Yeah.
And at the local auto parts places, they wanted like $190. I got it for $65 off eBay.
Oh, you can't beat that.
How you gonna beat that at all? I got it for $65 off eBay.
I used to buy a lot of stuff on eBay, but I feel like I use Amazon a lot more now.
I bought birthday presents off eBay.
Yeah. Oh, sometimes you get a good deal on eBay, or sometimes you can't find it in the store.
Yeah. But then too, I remember when PS5s was no PS. They were on eBay. They were crazy because you couldn't find them anywhere.
So I got one of the kids a PS5 this year for Christmas. I actually got it at Aaron's. I bought so much stuff from the Aaron's in Holyoke.
That's like a rental center.
He always takes care of me over there. So I'm looking online. People want 35, 4,500 for them, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, supply and demand, brother. Supply and demand.
So I'm like, all right, let me see. And even with like the fees that they charge you every month, I pay $1,600 for it over the course of a year.
Yeah.
And that was just straight up brand new in the box. Like the hell with going out and buying it for. It's like, wow, a lot of times Aaron's is more expensive. But when I sat there and looked at it, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, hold on, you guys are charging double, triple that now on the streets.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, he had literally
look at the housing market right now.
Oh, it's unreal.
I mean, people are bidding up 50, 100,000 more than what the house is worth.
I mean, people are coming with straight cash.
That's not going to end well for a lot of people that got mortgages.
Yeah,
you're going to own a house that's worth that you paid way more than it's ever going to be worth.
Yeah, things are going to change within the next couple of years.
That has to.
Yeah, it's going to be like it was 15, 20 years ago when it happened.
No, I don't think it ever will because I don't think the banks will allow that again.
Yeah,
that's why they kept the interest rates so low, and they're forgiving a lot of people, like if you're late on your payments and stuff now. So I don't. Yeah. Oh wait, you talk about 08. 08 will never happen again. 08, a lot of people made a lot of money in 08 by flipping those houses and stuff.
Too, yeah.
No, but I'm talking people that made a lot of money.
I was watching something.
I know people that made a lot of money.
I was watching something about that, and I guess back then you could just say you were a waitress, and I made $200,000
mortgage scams,
in tips,
mortgage scams,
and they weren't really allowed.
A lot of guys went to jail. A lot of guys went to jail for that.
Like verify for.
Yeah, a lot of guys went to jail for that though.
Oh yeah, I know.
A lot of guys went to jail.
It's crazy how easy it was back
then. Yeah, there's a guy who wrote a book. There's a guy who wrote a book about how he did it.
Yeah,
and I think he scammed like in mortgages altogether like $40 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, he wrote a book how he did it and everything. Then they got to chase. They didn't catch him for years. They finally caught him. He was on a run and everything. He was a mortgage broker, but he was getting all these loans approved, and like people didn't even work, like didn't even have a job.
Yeah,
they got approved for like a $250,000 mortgage.
Did you ever see the movie about the guy who bet against the housing market, like on Wall Street? Like everybody was like, "You're crazy! It's never going to fail." He was like, "I'm telling you, the way it's going." And the guy wound up. He actually wound up getting like I want to say Washington. Like they brought him into Washington and like hired him as a consultant because they were like, "We need help with this. We didn't see this happening." So the guy like wound up becoming this huge.
Oh, they should have saw it happening.
Yeah, and he wound up.
They were giving away money to people that couldn't pay. They should have saw it happening, but real estate over time, real estate has made people rich more than anything ever.
Real estate.
Like over time, over the history of mankind, like you don't go wrong in real estate.
Yeah, no, real estate's definitely something you invest in now, and it's gonna benefit.
No, you can't buy right now. It's a seller's market.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like it's not like
I tried to buy another house. I looked.
Like that's one thing that you can buy.
Yeah,
that's really gonna help you.
I want to buy another house, another multifamily, and you can't find anything.
No, another year or so, it'll probably start to.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to stay exactly where it is now.
But the way inflation is right now, they're going to have to raise the interest rate so high just to get straightened out.
Oh, that's what I was just going to say to you.
They're gonna have to raise it so high just to straighten out this inflation is crazy. I mean, you go in the grocery store now, you can spend $100 and literally leave with almost nothing.
Yeah. So a few years ago, like me and the wife started fixing our credit.
Yeah.
And over time we started getting credit cards,
mm-hmm.
and we have 3 credit cards that we use.
Yeah.
And they're all like 8% interest or lower.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like 2 a day come in the mail now. I haven't gotten
one. Oh, once you get one, they'll send
right.
all kinds of
I
stuff.
haven't gotten one in the last 6 months that has an interest rate lower than 24%.
Yeah.
It's almost like everything, and they're just like.
I know a guy. This is ingenious how he did it. I don't know exactly how he did it. He was trying to explain it to me, but he paid off his mortgage with his credit cards, and then paid his credit cards, and it actually saved him money, and he could pay it off faster.
Well, yeah, because it wiped out all the interest.
Yeah,
so then he only had the interest on the credit card.
Yeah, he actually did that, and
our friend there, the girl you used to date, her father did that with his Honda. He put his brand new Honda on his credit card and then paid the credit card off over like 2 years and everything. Got rid of the 6-year car loan.
Well, yeah, but this guy did it with real estate.
That's smart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You could go buy rental properties like that.
I don't know dumb people. I know smart people.
You just pay off that one house. And
I got 3 credit. I got 3 credit cards. One of them I just got a 15,000 limit on that one.
Oh, mine aren't that high, but that's what we have 3.
When you own property, they give you that stuff. I don't use it. So you know how I started? I had no credit at all.
It's for emergencies.
I had no credit at all. And I got one of those secured credit cards.
That's how I had to do it.
But I bought something for like $25 every month and paid it every month. And within a year, my credit was built up good. And within 2 years, I had enough where I could buy a house.
That's beautiful.
But you can do it. You just gotta
it takes a little time.
No, you gotta be persistent and diligent about it. Buy that one thing, pay it off every month. That's it.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be surprised how quick your credit will go up.
That's what I had to do. Like my credit was totally shot just from years of bad decisions. And we started fixing our credit, and then finally I got a thing in the mail for the secured credit card, and that worked. And then I did that for a few months, and then it like extended my credit limit.
Yeah,
and I didn't have to put anything on it. And then I started getting them in there. So we have 3 that we use all the time.
That's the best way to do it. A lot of people are scared of that. They're like, "Oh, those secured credit cards are a scam." No, they're not a scam.
No, not at all.
But they take $200 off. You got to put $200 down.
Right.
And then they give you $1.75 credit.
Oh, so mine was a little different. Like I could put whatever I wanted on it, and
mine was $200, and then you automatically got $175 in credit. So they take $25 right away. Yeah. Mine was a Credit One Bank, and I still got them. I still use them.
Yeah, I
got another card from them, but it's a real card, not a secure card.
Yeah, you might as well.
I still use them because that was my first one, and it helped me. So I'm loyal.
I used to use like the prepaid cards, like it's like a checking account. Chime.
Yeah, I know.
And Chime started doing. I still have my secure credit card through Chime. The way you put your 200 on there or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you use that card, and then at the end of the month, they just use everything that they pay off your balance for you.
Yeah.
But what they do is they send you another bill. So say if you used 180 out of your 200, you got to put that 180 on it.
Mm-hmm.
So really, it's like paying the balance.
No, see, I never had to do it. With the Credit One, is 200 the first time.
Yeah.
You get $1.75 in credit. I never used $1.75.
Yeah.
I would charge them for $25 a month and pay it off.
Yeah,
every month.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, hell, it definitely helped because like the way I started using the Chime all the time, and what was cool too with the Chime one?
Yeah.
Like if you move the money over to your credit card,
mm-hmm.
you could still move it back to your bank if you needed to take cash out. Like I've had secured credit cards that you couldn't do that with.
Oh no, you could do that with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that with this one.
That was definitely like one of the best decisions I made.
The scratch tickets? This is a funny story.
Which ones?
$1,000 a week for life.
Oh, that would be huge, dude.
It ends up being like $7,900 every 3 months.
Yeah, I'd take that.
So I bought a couple of those, right?
Yeah.
And I scratched one. I was with my cousin who passed away now.
Yeah.
And I scratched one, and I saw it was a loser, and it was just $1,000. It didn't say a week for life though. I said, imagine buying this ticket, scratching it, seeing 1,000, but it's not a week for life. He goes, yeah, that would suck. The next ticket, I scratch it, it's $1,000 a winner, $1,000 winner, not for life. I won 1,000. I jinxed myself by saying that. That's a true story.
What are those $20 tickets?
No, it was a $2 ticket. They were pink.
Okay. Oh yeah, they were pink, and they had
$500 a week for life. The $1 ticket
was the $1 ticket,
and they had $2,500 a week of life was a $5 ticket.
Yeah, and I think they had a $10 ticket too.
Did they?
Yeah, I remember I did. I got those quite often.
So I jinxed myself because I said, imagine if that happened, and my cousin goes, yeah, that would suck in the next ticket. That's a true story. I can back that up. That's a true story. People know that's true. I won $1,000.
You must have at some point. Do you ever? How do you like Keno? Do you used to play Keno when you used to drink?
I used to. You want to know? No, I still play
5-spot games.
Sometimes I'll still play it, but I don't go in a lot of places that have it.
We go to like the corner store and just go check it the next day.
No.
Yeah.
But no, I always played 3 numbers. You know what? This is a funny story. So
what is 3? Was that $100 payout?
$25.
Okay.
For $1.
Yeah.
You could pay for $2, $3, $5, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And go up with it. But the first time I ever played Keno was a buddy of mine, Sal. Sal, if you're watching, you know this is true because I'm going to say the numbers. So we went on actually, Sal, you know Sal.
Oh, the one Sal used to live a couple streets over. Yeah. I know Sal.
So
he loves Keno.
So listen, so we came over to West Springfield, and there was this little place. It's not even there, I don't think, anymore. It was on off of Memorial Drive in the back.
Oh, you're talking. It used to be the little butcher shop.
No, this was like
okay,
a bar or something. It was. They were like the first ones around here at Kino. This is how long ago this is.
Okay.
So we go there and Sal's like, I'm gonna play Kino. I never know what it was, right? At the time, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So he goes, yeah, I played my dad's birthday. 1/22/38. Now this is in the 90s. Every time I play Kino now, I still play 1/22/38. And that's his father's birthday. And
no kidding.
I still play those numbers. And that's Sal's father's birthday.
No kidding.
Yeah.
His father was a good dude. He lived around the corner from me for years.
So he was the first person I played Kino with. And that's still, I played us at 1/22/38. Look, play those numbers. They come out. I'm telling you, you win. Put $5 on it, you make $1.25. Can't beat that.
Yeah, I always used to play the 5-spot game. And
for $4.50, I hit that one time.
$4.50
at the X Pub. I hit that.
So I hit $4.50 twice in my life, and it was on the same ticket. I've never hit it again. I hit, and then I hit, and then I hit, and then like a couple games went by, and then hold on. So I hit, a couple games go by, and then I hit again, and I've never hit $4.50 ever again after that.
Really?
Yeah.
I hit $4.50 one time, and that I was at the X Pub, and it was like a Friday night, and we ended up going to the Hookie Lao.
Oh, the Hookie Lao.
Well, yeah, and I bought like $400 worth of Chinese food, so I ended up with like $50. It's crazy.
Nice. My wife's family actually was really close to the people at the Hookie Lao. They're like family with some of them. When I first met my wife, we used to go eat there all the time. They had the best salt and pepper.
Johnny E. Well, that was the one in Chicopee. Pete owned the one in the guy Pete owned the one in Long Meadow.
Yeah, I knew they had different owners.
They used to bring that. I saw Def Comedy Jam there.
Oh,
years ago at Hookie Lao.
They did bring some big comedians.
You know who else? There. You know who else went to Hookie Lao in Chicopee?
Who?
The Dice Man.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen
Andrew Dice Clay. I didn't go. I couldn't get a ticket to go.
It was sold out.
Yeah.
Like couldn't even get.
Yeah, my brother went. My brother went and saw him.
Wow. I remember when we were kids.
I was young.
Like really little. My aunt used to take us all like once every year, and they do like the fire show and stuff in there. Like it was
Polynesian,
us, like,
Polynesian stuff. Yeah, Polynesian stuff.
Yeah, Hookie Lao was a good place.
Hookie Lao.
Yeah, it's a shame that it's gone.
Scorpion balls.
Oh,
get a scorpion ball.
Fire it up.
Was it 151 in the middle?
It had to have been 151.
I think it was 151 in the middle.
Had to be.
No, I used to like they had another one drink there, Dorado Surf. It was like a pineapple drink. Tasted like pineapple. Oh, it was good. It was good.
Dude, you know what they had there? They had, I love egg rolls. They had the best egg rolls at Hookie Lao.
Hookie Lao.
Oh yeah, phenomenal. Used to love those egg rolls.
Didn't your wife's family own a famous little motel down the street there?
Yeah, they used to.
You told me about that.
The Pines Motel.
The Pines.
Yeah, I've been with my wife.
Cleopatra room.
Yeah, I never went there.
You never went to the Pines?
No, I went
to the Pines.
So I met my wife 14 years ago, and they had sold it like maybe 6 months before.
Well, I got some stories about the Pines, buddy.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I got some stories about the Pines.
So my wife was like, "He looks familiar." She was looking at your Facebook.
Probably saw me at the Pines.
And I was like, she was like, "I think he dated my friend." And I went and told her. I said, "He said he never dated anyone with that name, but he used to get rooms at the Pines all the time." And she just burst out laughing. She was like, "Everybody did."
The Pines. They had the theme rooms, right? They had the Cleopatra room.
My wife's parents.
Yeah, it was filthy too.
Yeah,
it was filthy. It was
laugh.
Absolutely filthy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was filthy.
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything bad about them, but it was bad. It was what it was.
That's what happened.
I think you could rent it by the hour.
Yeah, you can rent it by the hour anywhere like that. It's like that.
You know, there used to be a bar up there on Monday nights. It was big, Lemons.
I never heard of Lemons.
All the way up Memorial. It was in a little plaza, Lemons, on Monday nights.
Only one bar I ever go to all the way up Memorial.
It was Chicopee Heaven. Chicopee Heaven, buddy. It was fun. A lot of fun. Then they had trumpets too. That was in the hotel.
My wife told me all the time that she used to go.
Then we used to go to Benny's across the street.
Or maybe it is trumpets.
I don't even think it's a bar there anymore.
No, there is a bar there in the bottom of the hotel.
Yeah.
Well, there was like 5 years ago. Actually, I want to go to Google. When I first met her, actually, it was longer than 5 years ago. It was back when I used to drink. Me and her used to go out every Friday and Saturday night. So it was like
trumpets. Lemons was on Mondays.
Maybe it's still trumpets. Did you ever go to Max Cap? That was a pretty bar.
No. That was in Chicopee, right?
Yeah.
No, that was after my days of going out to clubs and stuff.
Yeah, only time I go out to clubs.
I just by that point, by the time that place was famous, I only went to neighborhood places.
Oh yeah, that's where I met.
Usually just the X pub.
Oh yeah, best pub it was back then.
Yeah, it used to be great.
Spent many nights.
Used to be awesome.
Oh yeah,
used to be awesome.
Can't tell you how
my liver does. My liver doesn't appreciate that place.
Yeah, no, my liver's so thankful it's not in a headlock anymore.
Yeah, my liver doesn't appreciate that place.
I remember a few very early mornings stumbling out of there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me either.
I don't know what you're talking about. Birds chirping.
Oh yeah.
Remember the windows were tinted at first? Couldn't see in the place. Couldn't see in the place.
I can't remember. Maybe it still is Trumpets. But there was. I'm pretty sure there's still a bar there.
I don't think there is.
It's like a big karaoke bar. Well, it
used to be a big karaoke bar. Okay. You remember the place in West Springfield, Geraldine's, and they said on Wednesdays they have to have selectrocution. You could go in and they give you two like letters and you put it on your shirt and like you could send messages across a video board. It's like so say the girl had like a KS on her shirt.
Yeah.
Be like, hey KS, how you doing from GQ? I always try to get GQ.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, it was called selectrocution. It was a big thing on Wednesday nights. If anybody knows about that, it was a big thing. It was a big thing on Wednesday nights.
Remember
the original Geraldine's in West Springfield.
There was another karaoke bar in West Springfield. It was a complete dump. But it used to get full every weekend.
Mingles,
that's what it was.
That was in a hotel too.
Yeah, it was.
You want to hear a story about that? I
got a good story about that hotel too.
I went to that bar one night with this girl.
Okay.
We ended up getting a room because I was too drunk to drive.
Yeah.
And I ended up stealing the cable remote because I needed one for my place.
They charge you like $200 for it?
No, I don't think they ever even noticed.
Oh, that's good.
But I had that cable remote forever. And that's what every time I change the channel, I think about Mingles.
You just start thinking about Mingles?
Actually, a friend of mine that got locked in Mingles.
Oh.
We were there one night and we got so bombed or whatever. Yeah. We just forgot that we were with him, I guess.
Passed out under the table?
No, remember where the bathroom was down the bottom? Yeah. He went to the bathroom and he passed out. And he woke up. It was like 3 a.m. and the place was closed.
Jesus. Did he set the alarm off trying to get out?
I think he did.
Oh,
I think he did.
So that hotel there, it was me, my oldest son's mother.
Yeah.
One of my boys and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get a hotel room for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we had some party favors. We were young. We had a ton of booze. And he's like, hey, I'm going to call a couple of people. In a matter of 45 minutes, I mean, there's people standing on the beds. They're not the biggest rooms. It was just like, 2 beds.
Yeah, they were dirty.
Too. And all of us, this guy just comes storming. Everybody get out! Like
I think it was called Springfield Motor Lodge or something.
The Springfield Inn or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All those hotels down Riverdale. I mean, West Springfield's a great city, but those hotels are just dumps. Like there's
a lot of trouble in those hotels.
Yeah, there's nothing good going on.
There's always raids. There's always raids going on and stuff.
Oh yeah, like you'll see something on the news.
I would tell you the story.
You don't even need to read the story. You just know, like, oh, that's an Econo Lounge.
It's funny that we talk about Mingles. I remember we went to Mingles one night, and we, after we got bombed.
Oh yeah.
So then we went to Denny's in Enfield.
Oh, Denny's
in Enfield. I got everybody free breakfasts because I told the girl I pitched for the Yankees.
And she believed you?
Did she believe me? She wanted to see me demonstrate. So I went out in the parking lot. I'm half in the bag, and I was throwing rocks like they were baseballs. I was throwing rocks like they were baseballs.
Oh man, I love it.
And she
believed it. She believed it.
How about I was signing autographs?
Oh, I love
They believed I played for the Yankees.
I love it.
I was with John LeDuc was with me. You can ask if you ever see John LeDuc, ask him about. Say the time Bino said he pitched for the Yankees at Denny's.
That's hilarious.
Ask John LeDuc. Say what happened the time Bino said he pitched for the Yankees at Denny's and got everybody. And we left with like 2 bags full of like pancakes and stuff.
Oh, they probably took care of you.
Oh, they thought I pitched for the Yankees.
Of course. Who wouldn't take care of you? Dude, that's hilarious. So I'm not going to mention any names.
Just add alcohol.
I'm not going to mention any names.
What?
There's a restaurant in Chicopee that's very popular.
Chicopee restaurant.
The guy who owns it, his wife was related to our buddy there, the one whose sister you dated.
You lost me. Okay. So what the hell rrestaurant are you talking about?
The Munich House.
I don't. Yeah, I heard of it. I don't know what it is.
So the owner there, his wife.
He's German?
Yeah, he is. His mother used to be my English teacher. She was such a sweetheart. So his wife, though, now.
Yeah.
We're out. We're hammered. We're burning. We're probably like 19 years old. She had used to work at like a Dunkin' Donuts, the one in Wilbraham.
Mm-hmm.
We pull into the parking lot. There's probably, the bar had just closed, like O'Brien's or whatever that bar was in there next to Winnick. And we go in. She's like, fuck this. I'm not waiting. What do you guys want?
Sophia's.
Yeah, everything was emptying out, right?
Sophia's. There's two. There was Sophia's and Maury's Pub.
So yeah, Sophia's is where I started that St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
When I wound up in the hospital.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Fuck this, I'm not waiting." And I mean, I couldn't stop laughing. I was so hammered. I was stoned. And Brian couldn't stop laughing. She just goes behind the counter. She's opening the drawer. She's throwing the egg and the ham in the microwave.
Wait. At the bar?
No, at Dunkin' in that plaza. You know what the Dunkin' Donuts is?
It's not there no more.
Okay, well, it used to be. This was years ago.
Yeah, I think it's a gas station now. I think they made a big gas station.
Oh, no, the Dunkin' was behind. Maybe they combined them or something.
Yeah.
Dude, and she's in there. She's chefing everything. She's got people waiting in line like, "Can you make mine?" And she's like, "I'm sorry. This is just like a special order." And we were in tears laughing.
So the girl you were with, drunk, and she went back there and started making her own sandwich?
She had worked at a different Dunkin' Donuts, like, so she knew how to
and
make stuff.
Nobody said anything.
So one of the guys was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she was like, "I can't just say something to her. If we touch her, we'll get sued." So she just kept making, and I mean, people inside were laughing. And after like 10 minutes, she had bags of food, and we just left. We had bagel sandwiches, English muffin sandwiches.
She was
just funny as shit like that.
That's what if now let me ask a question. Now she's married to a guy who owns a restaurant.
I know what somebody did that there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. How would she react to that?
We were such assholes when we were kids, though.
Well, you didn't do it.
No, we didn't, but I sure was.
I'm sure you didn't discourage her from doing it either.
No, I sure was standing there laughing hysterically.
You just wanted a free bagel.
No, I wanted a sandwich, man. I had to soak up the booze.
You know, I used to. It's funny. Late night. It's funny you bring up late night drinking and eating, and I had a little problem. I used to go buy frozen pizzas. Listen to this. I'd get drunk and I would go buy frozen pizzas every night, and I would go home.
I want to say we've had this conversation before,
but I would go home.
Yeah.
And I'd put them in the oven. You know, if anybody knows me that knows about this, and I would pass out.
Oh man.
So my mother upstairs, she got so fed up with it because the smoke alarm would go off and stuff. She had my brother unplug the stove downstairs. So I come home and I put them in it, but I never cook them. So now I couldn't burn them. But I was so drunk, I put them in the oven.
You just think they were on.
And I could still pass out, but then they would still be there. Goodness. They would still be there in the morning, but not cooked because I was burning so many. She had my brother unplug the stove on, and I still didn't even know it. That's how drunk I used to get. I didn't even know it. I still put the pizza in the oven.
That did happen a lot when I used to.
But I had a problem. I had a real problem. I'd be at like a bar. I'd be at the pub, say.
Oh yeah.
And I'd just be like, I'll be back, and I'd go to Walgreens. I'd go to Walgreens and I'd buy a pizza. And people were like, "What are you doing?" I'm gonna go home and make a pizza. I'm gonna go home and make a pizza. And I would do this a lot.
Yeah. And I think I remember you walking over there to get pizzas now that you bring that up. I think I do remember this.
I would go get frozen pizzas. I don't. You know when you get the weirdest things when you're like drunk or something.
Oh yeah.
That would be my thing.
Oh yeah.
Frozen pizzas, and it's true. It's absolutely anyone who knows me back then knows that I would do it all the time.
That's so funny. Yeah, I really think I do remember.
It was like my thing. There. It was like my thing.
Remember, that was one thing about the pub. We'd always stumble out. Only place to eat late at night over there was Taco Bell.
Nah, that wasn't even open all the time.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Coconuts used to have good food.
Coconuts had real good food.
Yeah, they have really
good food. Coconuts had real good food.
Yeah.
I used to love I missed that place.
Yeah, it was
if that place was still there, I'd go there for dinner all the time.
Yeah, that is kind of, yeah.
You know what? I used to get drunk and sing karaoke at Coconuts.
Oh, yeah, I remember we used to go over there.
I'd sing Frank Sinatra. It's because the only things I knew. And I must have sounded horrible, but I would do it, though, all the time.
Yeah, we were always in the X Club, but then we'd pregame it there some nights and go to Coconuts for karaoke.
Oh, because they had a DJ in the weekend. So
yeah, Coconuts was pretty cool.
Yeah, I missed that place.
Yeah,
it was a good place. I wish they never got rid of it.
Yeah.
Now it's a pizza shop.
Dude, I love their Pizza Works has good food, man.
Yeah,
I miss Pizza Works. Yeah, that was the one place I used to eat at all the time.
They got those big grinders, 16-inch grinders.
Those wings, man.
Cut them in
love
pieces.
Their wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, their wings are wicked good.
No, I can't even. The last place I ordered pizza, I was with you, right?
Oh yeah, we got I forget what that place was.
Over here.
Bella Napoli.
No, we didn't go there.
Oh no, that's right. We went to. It wound up being pretty good too. What's that? My Star Pizza, right?
Star Pizza.
My kid talks about that place all the time. It was really good.
Star Pizza. It was really good.
Star was really good.
Yeah, Star Pizza was pretty good. No, we didn't go to Bella Napoli. They weren't open or something, right?
No, they were just way too much for like a medium pie and an appetizer.
Is that what it was? I thought they weren't open. I thought they weren't open or something.
No, yeah. I mean,
that was for
WrestleMania.
The WrestleMania.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next big event, NFL Draft, April 28th.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
I was doing some research today. I was watching some videos on some of the top recruits. I'm going to keep doing that up until the draft.
Yeah, I got my mock pretty much set. I'll release it soon.
Yeah, we should actually put out a mock draft.
I'm gonna do the Jets and the Giants both what they need, and what they should draft. I mean,
Yeah.
I look into that and see what I think. But it doesn't matter what you think. They always
where they wind up.
If you try to predict the NFL draft, they're going to pick something. There's going to be a pick every year. You're like, what are they thinking?
And that's why we do it. We're going to have some fun. We're going to see where they land.
They always got to pick like he's like, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Green Bay Packers 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They draft that quarterback from Utah State in the first round, Jordan Love. Why?
Oh yeah.
Why would you do that when you got Aaron Rodgers? Why don't you go how about this? Why don't you go get a receiver to help him more?
I really think they thought their Rodgers was gone. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there, but I can't.
But I don't get it either. I
know Aaron Rodgers.
But what do I know? I'm a Jets fan. Imagine that. Be a Jets fan. Be a Jets fan for 1 year and tell me how you feel. They'll break your heart.
I was a Red Sox fan for 30 years.
They'll break your heart.
Guys, one thing we wanted to let you guys know, if you guys want to hook us up, get a shout out for yourself, donate towards the production of the podcast. We have a Cash App you guys can donate through. I will put it in the comments, but if you're watching, it is NICK SPFLD, so like Nick Springfield 413, and you guys know you do the little symbol there.
Subscribe to the channel, like this video, please.
We're gonna try to connect our Patreon and stuff to this. That way we can start hooking you guys up with shout outs, throw your name up there when you donate, all kinds of cool stuff. And hopefully after one of the meetings I have this week, we'll have some cool graphics and stuff up. We're just starting with a lot of this stuff, but we have a lot of stuff we want to do, so it's going to get really cool.
But definitely subscribe to the channel. The more people that subscribe, the better. Can you like the channel? Smash that like button. It all helps. It helps with the algorithms or whatever to get the video out there more, to be viewed more. That's definitely appreciated. But
that's why I say let us know in the comments what you guys want to hear.
I know that people have commented that they like hearing the stories and this and that. And
yeah,
we got plenty of stories we can get into.
Like with YouTube, you guys making a comment, doesn't matter what the comment is, it's just the more comments, it helps with the algorithms too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It really helps our channel. It's like everybody always, you guys support us like crazy. But like Bino was saying, we have like 250 likes on our Facebook page.
With only 38 subscribers.
On YouTube. And it doesn't cost a single thing. Just hit that subscribe button, even turn the bell on so you know when we go live.
You'll know when we go live. I know right now we're early. It's the middle of the afternoon. But I'd like to hear from people when they would like us to go live, or if they'd like early evening, or
Yeah, and like what we'll do, we'll keep trying to let you guys know like the day before what time we'll be live, because we'd love to have all you guys in the chat, so we can answer questions, we can bullshit, we can have fun with you guys. Definitely
have fun. We're gonna have some guests soon. That's gonna be a good thing too. We'll have some guests. I'm actually working on trying to get my friend who is she's a tarot card reader, and she's good.
Ooh.
And maybe she'll come on and answer some questions for people. She's good. I mean, she's told me things, and she's been pretty spot on.
And it lines up.
Yeah. And I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical about things like that.
I've never really gotten into that stuff, but it is really spooky how a lot of times they're spot on.
When they're spot on, then you're like, whoa, how you doing?
Yeah.
How'd you know that?
Yeah. And then we have another good friend. He's a dispensary owner. He'll be coming on.
Frankie. He'll be coming on with us, Frankie. Good friend for a long time. Great. I told you come and see me when I was in the hospital, right?
You did tell me that. He is a really good guy.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Really good guy, Frank. I like Frank a lot.
Shout
out to Frankie. Frankie B. What's up, buddy?
We'll save room and we'll save some space in the Bino koozie for you, Frank.
Yeah, the Bino koozie. That's another good story right there.
Oh, I know.
I got to tell the Bino koozie story.
Tell the Bino koozie.
Not now,
man. Okay, one day you guys will get treated.
But also, too, we're going to do a Q&A if you guys are into that. You can ask questions. I don't know why you want to ask me a question, but I'll try to answer it for you.
And then any of you guys that own businesses, restaurants, stuff like that, if we have some stuff going on where give us a call. Maybe we get you on as a ghost. We'll do some marketing and stuff for you. I mean, a guest. Jesus.
He's been watching that.
I was thinking of that tarot card reader.
He watches that paranormal stuff. You know that guy Zach there? What is it called? Ghost Adventures. Yeah, every time I leave the room, I come back, he's got that on. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
And anybody, we have some cool little packages with advertising. Anybody who wants to have their business advertised on the show, definitely.
Giveaways too. We're gonna have some giveaways coming up.
$50 gift cards.
$50 gift cards.
Gift cards to pick up dinner at a local restaurant. A lot of fun.
Maybe some movie tickets coming.
There's some blockbusters coming out soon.
We're working at. I was gonna give people my Blockbuster video card that they could go rent some movies.
The last one.
It's in Oregon, Bend,
I know,
Oregon.
it's a long trip.
They have a documentary about that now.
I know they actually have a Twitter account. It's hilarious.
They have a documentary about the last.
It's
I watched
Netflix,
it.
Right?
Yeah, I watched it. It's the last Blockbuster video, and they have to get an okay. How about this? They have to get an okay from the parent company, which is I want to say it's Sony is the parent company.
Really?
To keep the name going, and they just got okay to do it for another year. Yeah, to keep the name because the Sony still owns the name.
Wow.
For like liability things, you know what I mean? They still own the name Blockbuster, but they allowed them to go one more year to keep it. Every year they have to renew that to use the name.
That was actually Twitter. I was scrolling through. I saw a tweet on Twitter.
Actually, yeah, join our Twitter. We have Twitter.
Yeah, we do have a Twitter.
BNN Media,
BNN
Twitter.
Media.
Obviously, the Facebook page, BNN Media, and also what else do we have?
YouTube. Instagram will be up soon.
Yeah, we're gonna do Instagram too. I don't know if we're gonna be doing lives on Instagram though.
No, it'll just be maybe like behind the scenes stuff.
And then we're gonna try to go live on locations, some places we don't know yet, but we'll figure it out.
We definitely will. And then once we have our Patreon hooked up, Patreon will be up. We'll be able to mention you guys, anybody who donates and stuff like that. And I forgot there's something else. There's a reason I brought that up, but I don't remember. It's all the bong resin up here, but yeah, we will be on a lot. We're gonna have quite a bit of fun. And I mean, I don't have anything else to say. It's been a pleasure chatting with you guys, and more than likely we'll be on at some point tomorrow. You got anything else for him, B?
No, that's gonna be it. Subscribe to the channel, please.
Yes,
like
please.
The video. Leave comments. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you want to hear about. If you like the stories, whatever you want to hear.
Yeah, tell us what you like the most too. We can do more of that, less of something else.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us what you like to hear, and we'll give you more of it. Other than that, peace.
Peace, guys. That was cool.